Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of The Cleanup Crew.
The Cleanup Crew.
Last time, we were introduced to our 4 Cleanup Crew members. No official name for this team of not heroes, but doing their best. We were introduced to Kat, the woman with the power of super strength that is only able to be accessed when she's having a panic attack. We were introduced to Triniti, who has a gigantic brain for all things tech.
It's a normal-sized brain. I'm just really smart.
You're really smart and has secret gadgets hidden up her sleeves. We were introduced to Mira Lee, aka Mira the Mirror, who has the power to copy other people's powers and become like them. And finally, what's your name?
The Cavity Conqueror. Right now.
Yeah, work in progress.
Long one.
A
It might be too long.
Okay. Middle-aged divorcee and father who has the incredible power of being able to produce teeth from his fingertips.
And toes. And toes.
I didn't have to know that.
I didn't know that. Does that happen?
Yes, we share a bunk bed and the teeth fall off.
Oh.
After being introduced to the members of the cleanup crew, they found themselves at their boring day job, cleaning up the site of one of the New Angels battles. The New Angels being the superhero team of Los Angeles, who have just been fighting against their arch rivals, the Rattlesnakes. The cleanup crew was finding themselves inside of an old grandmother's apartment that had been destroyed in this fighting, and did their best to do their jobs, but how much can you really enjoy a job when what you really want is to be a hero, just like the New Angels? As the cleanup crew was exiting, they were set upon by animated constructs, bits of rubble, a desk, a chair, a wardrobe, a telephone that had come alive and trapped them inside of this apartment, where coming up from the hole in the floor was none other than the magnificent Bert, who accosted them and decided that the cleanup crew would be his new mortal enemies. They fought valiantly, and Bert was seeming to have the upper hand, with Mira and Triniti falling unconscious. However, when all seemed lost, the light was blocked out, and then a new green light glowed from outside, and all of our heroes passed out. Everyone, can I have your character sheets, please?
What?
Oh.
What are you gonna do to me?
Rip it up.
Thank you.
Should I roll for something?
No,
Oh.
not yet. When you come to, you find that things are a little bit different. This green light that blinded your senses knocked you out, but seemingly for a moment at least, it knocked out Bert as well.
Aha.
But you can feel all of you within you. Something has changed. And you realize this was the radiation they were talking about. But the radiation wasn't from the rattlesnakes. It was from whatever was outside.
Huh?
But instead of being hurt, instead of being dead from this blinding blast, you're all supers. You have powers. And what happens when somebody with powers is exposed to high levels of radiation? They just get even stronger. Players, welcome to level 6.
Level 6?
Ooh.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is your sign to eat radium.
When you all come to, you are from the power of the exposure to radiation, fully
Wait.
healed.
But Filbert doesn't have superpowers.
Well,
No! He just has a magic marker.
he's got a magic marker. Maybe that's enough.
Maybe the Gatorade was magic.
Baby.
Who knows? What you know for sure is that as you all wake up and come to and find yourselves stronger, the magnificent Bert has also come to after being knocked out briefly. And he says, What did you all do?
I'm gonna pin him to the ground.
Whoa!
I am not risking this.
Whoa. All right, instant surprise round. We're starting with Kat. Why don't we have everybody in that case roll a new initiative?
The way that maybe we didn't have to fight him.
It's too late now.
Well, I always roll shit initiative.
18.
18.
19.
19 again.
Whopping
Yeah.
17.
And you're 16.
I have a whopping 6.
Close.
You know, it's fine because I can act on
Insane.
y'all's turns. It's
Insane.
fine. It's fine.
Kat, you're gonna get a surprise round right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to pin him. Could I just, what do I roll for that again?
You're gonna roll a grapple check. That's gonna be an opposed strength check.
Sounds
But here, let's
good.
just catch up on what's going on here. So Trinity, this is you in green. This is your washing machine that you've taken over. Kat, that's you right there. This is Bert with all of his supporting summons as armor for him. There's you, Mr. What was your new name?
The Cavity Conqueror.
Yeah, okay, that's Quinn. And that is you, Mira, and these are all varying types of summons that are surrounding you.
When I grapple him, I want to try to make sure to also like pin down his wand thing so he can't use it.
Give me your grapple check. I think if you get a nat 20, we can see about that.
Well, that's a modified 20.
You're not going to be able to fully disable him from using any of his character abilities, but you do beat him in the grapple check and you have him restrained. He is being protected by this armor here, but you are able to get to him and block him. Not that he was really doing much moving in the turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of grapple him and like shove him to the ground. I'm like,
Okay.
stop.
You'll never be able to stop me!
Just be normal.
Be normal? Look at you. Oh,
What about me?
what do you mean, what about you?
Look at me. What do you see?
I see, someone who isn't normal.
I'm more about like personality-wise.
I don't know your whatever, dude! Whatever!
I'm just kind of restraining him. I'm like, what was that?
I'm gonna kill you and all your friends.
Oh my god, what was that? Are you guys okay?
What did you do? You don't even know?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
No.
Yeah, freaking right.
I don't have green powers. Trinity, was that you?
No, that wasn't me. I like green, but that wasn't me.
During your surprise round, any bonus actions?
No.
Okay, we are going to pop over to the top of initiative. Trinity, we'll start with you. Now, does Trinity look any different after being irradiated and leveling up to level 6?
She does not look different immediately, but she presses a bunch of buttons on all of her gadgets, and you see not a full suit of armor start to form, but like pieces, like some gauntlets, some boots, and like a chest plate. And yeah, they all start sort of like glowing with power. Activate my gloves, power them up. They start to pulse with electromagnetic energy. And I'll give him the old 1-2 with
my
the
God.
boom boom gloves.
And he is restrained.
He is restrained. All right, make your attack with advantage.
God damn, okay. It's 2 attacks.
Oh my god. Okay.
25,
That's gonna hit.
21.
That's the other one?
Well, that was
The-
the advantage,
the-
so
okay.
okay. 16,
Ooh.
14.
14. Hey, 16 hits.
Alright, then, oh gosh. Let's go for damage now. This is gonna be nuts. I feel so powerful. 18 thunder damage.
18 thunder damage.
Wow.
Thunder.
These are your boom boom gloves, right?
My boom boom gloves.
Okay,
yes.
you
Oh.
empower your fists and you pummel at the magnificent Bert. Now, Bert is from before still protected by his summons, but with that power, you're able to immediately destroy 2 of his shielding minions. And he goes, ah! No, wait! Stop! That's, is that your turn? Any,
That is my turn.
movement and stuff? Okay. And now we are back to Kat. Kat, this is your normal turn. Does Cat look different at all after being irradiated like this?
Cat doesn't look different yet because she's no longer freaking out.
Okay.
Yet. Upon seeing like everything going on and just kind of being stressed out, and she keeps being like, somebody grab his wand, and nobody's grabbing his wand, she gets like extremely overwhelmed and she's like, oh my god, of course nobody's listening to me because I'm the fucking intern. And she's just kind of like in her head, and her eyes go into slits again as she goes into an anxiety attack. And she doesn't necessarily look different at first, but something happens when she goes into an anxiety attack.
Let's find out.
What happens is Kat is so freaked out that her eyes turn to slits and her hair just like kind of flies up as she kind of like jumps into the air like 30 feet to like come down and try to claw onto him. So it looks like she teleported into the air to body slam him as she just goes like, ah! And she is going to...
You freak out so bad that you jump up into the air and pounce on this guy.
That's a 15?
That's a 15 hits.
Yeah, and okay, great.
Yeah, right.
That is a 20 damage.
20 damage?
Oh my god.
That's enough to destroy the minion protecting him and do some damage to Bert himself.
And she like wails down on him, like flying onto him with her baseball bat.
Oh my
and just
God.
kind of like goes straight for the head.
Okay.
Ah.
Do you have another attack?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
You're OP! Holy shit!
And she's going to, this time she's just kind of like standing over him. She is going to try to break the wand if she can see it, but obviously, you know. That is 22 to hit.
22, that hits for sure.
And that is 10 damage.
10 damage. Huge. You jump up into the sky and you destroy the minion protecting him and then fucking pummel him down with your baseball bat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That was 10 more damage. Got it. Okay.
Is he still grappled?
Yes. Yeah, you grab him, you let go of him, jump
And then
up on
you
the
grab
ground,
him
and then grab him.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so I just kind of beat the shit out of him. I don't think there's anything else I can do, yeah. So
Okay.
that's it.
He says, ah! Wait, stop it! Ah, no!
I tried to talk to you!
That is your turn.
All right, I'm going to get up. Ooh, crack. I've come to an epiphany. I'm changing my name, which means I change my outfit. I run back into and I will use my action to put on my form of dread.
Okay.
Get an opportunity attack from some of the constructs?
Probably.
If you're gonna move down,
Teacher, do we have homework?
if you're gonna move from here,
Yes.
To the bathroom?
great. Okay. What's your AC?
14.
14. Awesome.
Yes.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Okay, 2 hits.
That's about right.
From these guys, we're gonna do boom, boom. Oh, well, I got a 1 and a 2 on my dice, so that's gonna be 5 bludgeoning damage as you. Oh, right. And then the main ability of the bigger wardrobes is they reduce your speed to 0 when they hit you with an opportunity.
Oh.
You are not able to make it into the bathroom.
Ouch! Let me go.
So the wardrobe moves in front of you, and as you're trying to leave to put on your costume,
Oh my god.
slams kind of a clawed foot in front of you, body checking you and preventing you from getting in here.
Could you move your trunk?
Bert does not hear you. He is being wailed on by Cat at this moment.
Please don't change your clothes in front of us.
I'm going to the bathroom.
I just realized that you couldn't just change there. You're being so polite.
Getting an opportunity attacked 4 times potentially and go to the bathroom to change.
I'm going to finger blast this wardrobe.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it twice because I'm so upset.
Double finger blows.
Does a 19?
Yes, it does.
And then does a 13?
No, it does not. Sorry.
One and done. 12 damage.
12 damage.
From a hollow point molar.
That's going to be enough to blast
Let's
this
go.
wardrobe into splinters.
My little bleeding fingernail.
Oh, it bleeds?
It shoots a molar out of it. Yes, it pops out. It's like a.
Oh.
So you're bleeding every time?
And then I like push it back to like close it.
So there's just your blood everywhere? Isn't that a hazard?
A moment of silence for how truly awful.
Does it hurt?
Oh, it does. Yeah.
But it kind of feels good as well.
But you get used to it after a while, and then
Does that mean it hurts me? Am I bleeding when I do that?
It hurts the same way popping a really big pimple hurts.
Does Mira bleed
Yeah,
when she uses her
I think,
power?
Mira, you're able to figure out a way to do it much easier and safer, and you realize like that's the intuitive thing. He's just doing it in a way that is like kind of self-flagellation.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
kind of like
sense.
when you give a natural birth.
All right, it is now Bert's turn then, and he is not liking being grappled.
That's crazy.
He is just going to. I guess he turned everything near him into a summon. So he's got nothing that he can do. He can't really write anything while being grappled. So he's gonna suck down some Gatorade.
He's still
and,
wearing his hat.
brace for impact. So he's taking the dodge action.
Brace for impact.
And is also going to try to roll to escape this grapple.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Cool. Okay, give me an athletics check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. He is stuck in there. He got a 15, but that is
Bro,
not.
you're like clawed into it. Bro.
Cat's
That's
upset.
crazy.
He wiggles to get out as best as he can.
Wiggle as much as you want, wiggle boy.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
He goes. Oh. Don't call me wiggle boy.
Oh!
Cat immediately regrets it. She's like, oh, I don't know what that did.
He looks puzzled. To him, any sort of sexual implication here is completely lost.
Don't.
However, all of his little minions are going to go. That's going to be 1 on Cat. Cat, what's your... That's not going to hit. Okay, that's a 3. 3 on Q.
Bring it.
2 hits.
Jesus.
4 and 3, 7 bludgeoning damage at you. And then on Mira, boom.
That's crazy.
Boom.
The way that Mira went over there to like
boom,
try to help Cat, and then Cat was like, "I'm gonna disengage actually and leave."
boom, boom.
I'm trying to solve the
1, 2,
core
3,
issue.
4,
You'll
5.
thank me later.
No,
5
I will
attacks on-
not.
Mira, what's your AC?
14.
14?
Mira will not thank Cat.
Alright.
Just you wait. You'll thank me later.
14. Okay, that's 2 hits from me, and they're all from the little guys, so those 2 are going to roll 2 more times. And they don't hit. Okay, 2 hits. 2 hits out of 7 rolls.
Hell yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. I've never rolled this bad in...
Keep rolling
That's
bad.
not
Keep rolling
bad.
bad. Keep rolling bad.
That is 4 plus 3 plus 2. Interesting.
4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9.
Yes.
What about that?
9 damage.
Okay.
He was trying to do math.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
wasn't coming to me for some reason.
It's okay.
Okay,
I
so you take
understand.
9 points of
I
damage.
understand.
Yes, that is a piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, that is his turn. That moves on to Mira, your turn.
Okay, so Mira doesn't look any different, but she experiences things differently. So before she had to touch people to power morph into them, but now she can kind of see like hazy auras around people with their power colors. So she's gonna use her bonus action while looking at Bert to power morph into Bert's ability.
Okay.
If he has any, because I know he has a magic marker, but he survived the radiation, so.
He sure does. For the audience out there, just so you know, Mira's power of copying people's abilities is not something that's really supported by Dungeons and Dragons, and thus we have a fully homebrewed character class with the ability Power Morph, which lets her use a bonus action to get new powers from her enemies or from her friends. There you go.
Thank you. Very cool. All right, so copied from the magnificent Bert, we have Filbert's magic marker. Are there any items around or no? Because he's turned everything.
There certainly are. From where he is right now, there's not a lot, but there's a bunch of stuff around you.
Amazing.
Yes.
What is around me?
So you'll get a big guy if you do like the chair, and then you'll get a little guy if you do like the papers in the wood.
I'm using summon minions, which uses up a fate point. So I have fate points that I can use that basically I can use stronger abilities from the people that I copy from. And I have 7 now that I'm at level 6, so I'll be using one of these. This one's called Summon Minions. As an action, you animate an object you touch. This becomes a creature under your control and acts on your initiative. A large object becomes a big one, and a small object becomes a little guy.
Just a little guy.
So I've been using one of my fate points to turn this chair. I'm gonna scribble a little like face on him, like on the back of the chair, you know, like the back part of the chair, and it's like just like 2 ovals, and then the like cat, like 3 like, you know, mouth, you know what I'm talking about?
The colon 3 cat mouth?
Yeah.
That's the emoticon Cat always
Can I
spams
see that
you
for
when
a
she's
second?
like, hi bestie!
Yeah.
Hi!
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yes. So that's gonna be a big one.
Big.
And there is the stat block. Basically, they're big. They make attacks. They have some HP.
Amazing. Thanks.
And then you can command your minion to do something if you want.
I will have it use Slam on... How much... Can it move to the other big one that's on that?
Yes, for
Yes, okay. Let's slam that one.
sure. Okay.
Do I just
That's
roll
gonna
for it?
be yes. Give me an attack roll. At 3,
That was a 5.
5, 8. That's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
That's...
So your
yeah.
chair, newly animated, walks over, makes a swing on this desk, but is not able to do much damage.
It's okay,
Yeah.
you're cute, buddy.
So Mira, you copy this ability from the Magnificent Bert, which raises some interesting questions about how this power works in the first place. Because his superpower is just an item that he has. Seemingly there's nothing about him that's particularly special, and yet you are still, here you are, able to use his power. You don't have a marker in your hand, but just by touching it, you're able to create kind of shimmering
I
light
finger draw.
in the face of this creature.
It's like a Nintendo DS.
Yeah, I'm finger drawing the face
Okay.
with sparkles.
That is your bonus action and your action. Do you have a move in mind?
I will take so many.
You will take all of them. Okay.
I'm chilling.
Okay. That's back up to Trinity then.
Okie dokie. Trinity's gonna fiddle around with her glove a little bit more. Give it a bit more juice. And let's hop from this table over here onto this couch, just so I have a better line of sight of all those constructs over there, you know?
Okay.
Amazing.
And
Help me out.
out of this souped up glove, charging with energy, she's gonna fire a palm laser. Shatter.
Okay. Oh, shatter. Do you know the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, so you choose a point, and every creature within a 10-foot radius is going to take damage. So
Yeah, I think probably the
What do you
best
want?
place is like right there, so that I'm not hitting any of my friends.
So you're going to shatter these 4 here.
Wait, I just
Wow.
realized you called us friends.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, slip of the tongue.
Let's roll that
Coworker.
back. Can we?
Actually, I called them my friends, not.
Oh! I'm kidding.
No!
I made it.
I mean,
I made it.
this checks out.
Oh god.
Finally.
Not a single one of these creatures succeeds on its Constitution save. They all got like below a 7.
Fantastic.
And each of them is going to take 3d8 thunder damage
Wow.
from you.
2, 9, 16.
16? Okay, what's the name of this ability one more time?
Palm laser.
Palm. So, tell us what it looks like when Trinity shoots out this palm laser, I guess, just here past the kitchen, and eviscerates 4 of these minions in one attack.
Fuck yeah.
Her glove is glowing super bright. It almost looks like the glove can't handle the amount of energy that's about to come out of it. And then just a crackling blue beam of, I guess, electricity shoots out of her palm. There's a bit of recoil, honestly, because it's so powerful. And she just blasts away.
Incredible. Boom! With an enormous explosion, you blast away all of those minions. Kat, your turn.
I think Kat is just continuing to kind of like wail on Filbert. She's just pissed off. So yeah, she's gonna keep beating the fuck out of him.
Okay.
And kind of wail on him with her bat. That is a 15.
Hits.
Fantastic. That is 15 damage.
15 damage, okay.
Yeah.
Huge cracking of your baseball bat into his head, still grappled.
She's not trying to kill, to be clear.
Mhm.
She's just trying to knock him unconscious so he will leave her alone.
Okay.
That is a 25.
25, yeah, that hits for sure.
That is a 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
You wail on him and he again goes, ow, stop it, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I think she's gonna, like, after 2 hits be like, you apologize, are you gonna stop?
He says, yes, I'm sorry.
I don't believe you, look in my eyes.
He looks in your eyes. I'm sorry.
Does he?
Give me an insight check.
That's 14.
14. I mean, he seems to be pretty afraid of death in this moment.
Okay, I mean, she can't do anything else, but she's just kind of like, I'm being fucking serious, Filbert.
He goes, and is kind of cowering there on the ground, still grappled by you. Quinn, your turn.
I'm going to try and walk into the bathroom again.
Oh my
This means
goodness.
so much to you.
I
Okay.
need to be a hero.
Okay, and you go.
And then I will do close-up magic and quick change using my form of dread.
No one
change,
else
forward
can
dread.
see you, but you're
Incredible. Alright, coming back out.
And I will walk back out. So this is a bonus action form of dread.
Okay.
So I walk in and I walk out.
What do you look like now?
I have managed to figure out how to manipulate my own bones. I felt it tingling. So I now have horns that come out of the back of my skull, curl around here, and like come down at points right at my chin, almost like a chin strap. Like little baby horns right here. And then like a couple of like bone plates have like formed on my shoulder, like they split out of my clothes.
Oh my god.
And I've got like a baby, like it's almost, I'm trying to copy Trinity's like chest piece. And you can tell that it was molded after I saw Trinity. And like I have shin guards made of bone. They look like they would have been an Adidas brand, but like they're bone, so they're aftermarket stuff. But I come back out and I'm ready. And I turn to Filbert and I say, "Magnificent Filbert, you have met your..." Oh, Jesus.
You see him kind of whimpering on the ground.
Kat's just like completely, before when she used her powers, her eyes would just change, but now she like looks like a feral animal. Like she's even foaming a little bit at the mouth. She's like,
have we wrapped up? Is this over?
what the
Are we
fuck?
done?
What's wrong?
I had a glow up. What
Oh.
do you think, cousin?
It looks great!
Thank you.
She's like wiping the foam from her mouth. It looks great! So where you are, Filbert!
I'll shoot 2 more of the little guys.
Okay,
in.
give me your attacks.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh.
And the second one is an 8. So I'm very good at that.
Not gonna hit on an 8.
Yes, well, 1 done. Boom. That's a 10 damage.
10. You mess up that piece of paper, cut a hole right through it, and it falls to the ground.
I'll flick, my fingernail will leave, and I'll just regrow one.
Okay. That is going to be Bert's turn. Bert, still grappled, tries to suck on his Gatorade. You hear, wait, let me see if I can foley it. That it's empty. And you can see he is absolutely exhausted with no electrolytes in him left. Bert is unable to command his minions to do anything and is helplessly on the ground. He says, sorry, I'll go home. And on the ground. That is his turn. If you guys would like to continue fighting, you may. If you'd like to exit initiative at this point, you may do so as well.
Well, Mira's next if you want to do so.
What do you think, Mira?
Yeah, final nail in the coffin, or are we moving on?
Kill him, no.
Mira's good to exit initiative.
I think Kat's gonna exit too, but she is gonna be like, give me the wand.
Well, Mira's gonna walk over to Bert and be like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, so, it's just like, our job, I need you to sign this NDA, buddy. It's protocol, and unless you'd rather die, you gotta send.
We are not going to kill you.
He kind of slowly kind of struggles to get to his knees and is like, do you have a pen?
I can't use your marker.
Wait, I think I've got this. Hold on. And I'll focus, and I'll form a bone. It like slowly ekes out of my finger.
You're pushing the limits.
Okay.
There's ink.
It's
Yeah, there's
blood. It's my blood.
Great. Give
A
me a
blood pact.
Constitution saving throw.
That's an 18.
18. Yeah, you're able to do this and produce a pen that does ink as your blood passing out. You come over. No, I think it's still stuck in your finger.
Okay. If you just want to put this in your hand, here, like.
He very gently reaches out, holds your hand.
Wait, I've got this. I move my finger.
Cool. You spray blood out of your knuckle as you do this, but it quickly closes up with your
Sorry.
rapid healing. And he takes your bone finger pen, starts crying, and signs the NDA.
You know, I'm thinking I can't be the cavity conqueror because I realized how it sounds.
Well, you don't have any cavities, they're just teeth.
Well, but it was like a tooth cavity.
Um,
But I realized that people are going to call me the conqueror of cavities, which could be bad.
I don't get it.
We had places to go.
Do you have a telephone?
Juliana called me
What?
while we were in the middle of this.
Fuck.
Should I call her back?
Yeah.
Probably.
What did she say?
I don't know.
Do you have a phone?
At home, I didn't bring it.
Okay.
Why would you leave your phone at home?
Why do you want my number?
I'll see you at university, Filbert.
Really?
Yeah, we take the same class.
I'm not going to jail?
You're going to jail. Mira's like locking the handcuffs. You'll probably be able to be bailed out though.
Oh, yay.
You didn't kill anyone, so
I didn't?
no.
Can I have my finger back?
He says, yeah, here. He gives it to you immediately.
Thank you.
With that, you have defeated the magnificent Bert and brought him to justice. Trinity, you feel a little vibration in your pocket.
Oh, goodness. Is that my phone?
It is your phone.
Yeah, alright. Oh, can I see who it is?
It is a Discord DM.
Real.
From just a bunch of letters and numbers.
What does it say?
You recognize this to be from Cloud Core, the secretive hacker organization that steals money from the rich and gives it to supervillains.
It's canon that Discord is used by hackers.
I was gonna say, they use Discord, that seems kind of unsafe.
Watch yourselves, gamers.
Shouldn't it be like Signal?
Only
or
the
something?
It should be Signal, but everything's on Discord. It's a burner account, you can tell that much.
Yeah.
You know that this is Cumulonimbus, who has on multiple occasions attempted to recruit you. The message says, interesting. Sounds like some bad shit. You sure you trust those UAC guys?
I'm gonna respond, I don't care. This job has some cool perks.
You don't care about what's happening to Los Angeles? Question mark. ... Question mark.
Bro, I got a low effort job and a fucking house. I don't want to work for you, you're bad.
You're bad. You are bad.
Isn't bad relative? Think about it. Who are the real bad guys? And that's the last DM you get on Discord. At this point, cleanup crew, now that you've dispatched the magnificent Bert, I think you're done with this job for the moment, and you have the opportunity to take a little break. You've had a long day. Juliana gives you the rest of the day off.
Wait, did we ever figure out why she called?
She's probably just telling us to get away from the...
Yeah, she was saying get out of there. But what would you guys do in this moment after everything that went down in this apartment building?
Who's ready for after-work milkshakes?
Wait, I feel like we should discuss we just all acted way more powerful than we've ever been. I feel really bad. I feel like I beat the shit out of Filbert.
You did.
You did.
I didn't mean to. I just kind of...
You did.
Well, okay.
It doesn't matter if you meant to. You did.
It was excessively violent.
We should discuss the fact that we all have way more powerful powers than we did before.
Over
You had tusks.
milkshakes.
I don't think we can go anywhere with you looking like.
Can you suck them back in?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Like pull them off.
Did they go back and...
Yeah, you hear kind of a as the bones get sucked back into your head.
It's so much lighter. It's like I got my hair cut.
I love you so much, cousin. I just vomited a little in my mouth.
See, I don't love you so much like that, and I.
You know what would help with the bile from vomit?
Milk.
Coating your stomach with milk.
I don't think.
Well, I mean,
Actually, yeah.
I kind of do.
I could go for like the little cherries on
Okay,
top.
I don't like them, so I'll get one and give them to you.
Milk
Okay.
is the greatest gift.
Okay, then we cut to everyone.
Seriously, we cut to first of all, you guys in the what Q calls the new van, which is actually a very old van that he got on Craigslist. We cut to you guys in that van heading to your favorite milkshake spot, House of Pies, which of course you remember has just been replaced by the new UAC HQ.
We could go to...
Shouldn't you do all the milk spots?
Yeah.
I've got my primo milk places that I know they have the top quality milk quality. A lot of people don't pass the homeostasis stage of the, cleansing, the pasteurization of their milks, but this pie place, it had it all.
Oh,
Is there any other...
yeah,
place?
like next in line maybe.
The Dairy Queen.
Let's go to the Dairy Queen.
Alright, you find yourselves at Dairy Queen, sucking down the lowest quality milkshakes on the planet.
I think we all are like...
Well, damn, you got like lasers and shit.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
You literally were like Maverick level lasers.
You literally
What?
saved
Really?
me.
Yeah!
No way, oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And this is the first time Kat has seen like Trinity like smile at her in like weeks, and she's like, wow, yay! I mean, yeah. I think...
I've never seen Trinity giggle, that was weird.
I've seen Trinity giggle all the time.
Don't get used to it.
When?
When?
Oh, just from afar. I think normally she's looking at her phone and then she just laughs.
Do you have like a cute screensaver or something?
And it's a screenshot. Her phone background is a screenshot of a video that a bystander took. The one time that Maverick saved Trinity. It's like the classic like superhero, like she's
my
in his
God.
arms, like
Oh, does Kat see that?
yes.
Do we all see that?
Sure.
Can I like, do I have to roll anything to process that Trinity's in love with Maverick?
Well, you don't necessarily know that.
Or maybe just a huge fan of Maverick.
I don't know if we need a roll.
You can give me a deception check or something if you're trying to keep this a secret.
Just like it being like whether or not you're like a bigger than average fan.
No, I don't think I'm trying to like keep it a secret. I think I'm just subtle about it.
Got it.
That's fair, that's fair.
I think Kat would just see the screensaver and be like,
Oh,
alright.
that's Matt. Oh.
I didn't really like him the one time I met him.
What? Why?
I don't know, because he's a little bit, he just seems like a guy, he just seems very, he seems like a football dude, you know, like a guy who would be really popular in high school and like not very nice.
You never played football in high school.
How do you know?
Just like...
Is it in his biography?
Just
I know
like,
he
yeah,
wrote-
exactly, yeah. Just like fan stuff
They
online and
specified that he
interviews.
didn't play football?
Yeah, because everyone says that about him, and so he clears it up all the time.
I
Just
guess
because you're like
He
a
looks like
tall,
a
strong
football
guy, yeah,
I
doesn't
get
mean that you play football.
Yeah, I guess maybe I just got the wrong vibe. I feel like I
I think you did. I think you did.
I think he's just a hero, like we all should be.
That's
Could we get
fair.
some buttermilk ranch for the table?
Huh?
With what? To eat with what?
You order buttermilk ranch at the Dairy Queen, and the server says, "Do you all think Dairy Queen means we have every dairy product?"
And I would say that no, you probably don't because you're not the Dairy King.
What
Dairy
makes a king better than a queen?
Yeah, hello?
Whoa, interesting.
The server, like, what kind of mulls over the Dairy King is like, that'd be a good name for a superhero. And then kind of walks back as this gets tense.
So what did you mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Just like stared at by 3 women.
Oh. I feel as though I've made an error. Would you care to tell me what I did wrong?
Why don't you just pay for the milkshakes?
Oh, I was going to. And then he'll slurp and then aerate like it's a fine wine, the milkshake.
Oh. But it's slower and it's goofier because it's a much thicker material.
What I was going to say is we all clearly have bigger superpowers now. We should go to one of the cattle calls again and we can like show off that we're like really super, right? We're way more powerful than before.
Yes, we should definitely go to the
Yeah!
And I don't know about that.
I don't know, like, you think we can make it onto the New Angels, or?
Yeah. I just think that we can believe in ourselves more, especially now that, I don't know, I feel like we already had what it takes, but I feel like we have it even more now.
So, after this kind of heartwarming discovery session, buttermilk,
toxicity.
yeah, toxicity, at this Dairy Queen, where do these members of the cleanup crew find themselves this evening?
Well, I think she would go home and tell her grandma.
Yeah. You open the door and she says, "Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, good evening. How was work today?
It was really good.
It was good.
Guess what? You know how you swallowed that uranium?
Oh, yes. I remember.
What?
Never quite paid off until I had you.
And then she reaches and squeezes your cheek.
Don't tell your cousin I said that.
Holy shit. I think I would be like, oh, well, I was going to say that today, Quinn and I, and also our 2 friends that we work with, we got blasted by radiation.
Oh my god!
I like hug her.
And she gives you a big hug.
This is the happiest day of my entire life. My granddaughter following right in my footsteps. Tell me, does anything feel different?
Now, I am like way stronger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh!
I can lift a ton of stuff. I am also really powerful. When I fight people, I become feral like a cat.
You were already so strong!
Yes, now look! And she like lifts up her grandma just like easily.
Oh,
Like,
honey! Oh, that's so nice. You can put me down.
put her back down.
Oh, my hips are not what they used to be.
Sorry.
She's very proud of you. She says,
Wow, you're really just like those heroes now, aren't you?
I guess I just worry my friends are like really discouraged because we've always kind of had not as cool powers as everyone else. And so I think they're a little bit nervous about the idea of us like showing off our powers. But I think we could be just as good as the big shots.
Well, you know what they say. No matter what, you've got friends.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends.
If you think about it, not too bad.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends
Yeah.
except for you and your cousin.
We should
All of my friends are dead.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. Yeah, Grandpa's dead.
I know.
Well, you have Mom and Dad.
Out in Texas.
Well, they could always move to California if I became rich and famous.
and so you should.
I definitely will. You can see Kat's eyes twitching a little. She's like, I will not let any of you guys down.
I'm proud of you, sweetie.
I'm so happy you're proud of me, Grandma. That isn't conditional, right? You'd be proud of me even if I was a failure.
She holds your hands, and you can feel her fingers almost wrinkly, papery with how old she is. And she says,
My darling granddaughter,
Mm-hmm.
I will always love you no matter what. and I will always be proud of your marketing degree. The fact that you are a superhero is a big deal for me, okay?
Totally.
It does matter. I do love you more than your siblings. I don't know them as well. They never come to live with me. But here you are, living under my roof.
Yeah. That's true.
We eat grilled cheese. She's already made the grilled cheese.
Thank you, yeah. And you love me more because I live with you, not because of the superpower.
You tell yourself whatever you want.
And she taps you on the head.
Yay.
Uh,
Kat makes a list of all her friends.
How many are on
the most normal thing a person can do.
Grandma, Quinn, and then she puts a question mark next to Trinity, and then she puts Mira, and then she puts a question mark next to Filbert. And then she puts a question mark next to her sibling.
Oh my god.
The 12 siblings are also listed out with
And each one of the question marks.
Yeah, even like the newborn, she's like technically not conscious enough to be a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Other members of the cleanup crew, what are you guys up to?
I think Mira would call Mav,
Okay.
and tell him, update him on the power, but also ask about the radiation cloud thing and see if he knows anything about it, because he was just there.
Okay. Yeah, you give him a call. He picks up right away. Sister!
Hi, man!
Good evening. Me and the New Angels just got finished taking care of some pretty tricky situations down at the Long Beach Aquarium. It's wonderful to hear your voice. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, I got hit with radiation, which was weird.
Excuse me?
I almost died, but now I'm cooler.
Are you okay? Did you talk to Mom and Dad?
No, but I'm fine. It's just like a normal day at work. I'm fine.
Okay. Sounds normal to me.
But now I can copy people their abilities just by looking at them. I don't have to like touch them anymore. Isn't that cool?
Really?
Yeah.
Your powers have gotten stronger.
I guess.
That's incredible.
Yay! By the way, you know I said I got hit with radiation? Yeah, that was crazy.
That sounds crazy. When you said it, I reacted way stronger, and then I thought. I mean, I thought you were gonna have way more to say about that. Please.
To be fair, there was also a villain that almost killed me. Like, I was like dying
A what? You fought against a villain?
Yeah, his name was like the Magnificent Bert, I think. It's short for Filbert. That's technically longer, but his name is Filbert.
Sis,
anyway,
I have literally never heard of him.
Yeah, he came in after you though and wanted to fight y'all. Anyways, but like, there was some radiation cloud outside. You know the grandma's apartment that you like completely wrecked with your lasers?
Well, completely wrecked is kind of relative. You know, the rattlesnakes were kind of tearing that place apart to begin with. We handled them, dispatched them.
You're so right, bro. So true.
That's true. But you're right often as well.
Oh, wow, thanks.
That's what it is to be a hero. And cleanup-er.
Right.
Being right. All the time.
Oh. Sure. I mean, you're right. Basically all the time, so I guess that works, yeah. But do you know anything about that radiation cloud that was out there? Did you see that when you were fighting the rattlesnake trio?
No, I think by that time I would have been all the way down in Long Beach. Radiation, you say?
Yeah.
I'll talk to some people about it. That's curious.
Yeah.
That kind of thing doesn't usually show up at the sites where I take out crime. But I'm glad you're okay, sister. And you know what? It seems like it all worked out. Hey, the way you got your powers, we don't even know how I got my powers. I say, let's count our blessings while we got them.
You're so right. I should just not think of anything bad about this.
Speaking of blessings, have you talked to Mom and Dad recently?
I mean, I'll see them for dinner tonight.
All right, hey, good for you. I've got to be training late, as I always have to keep in tip-top shape, to be the hero
Wow.
of this city.
You do so much work for this city, Mav.
It's because I love you, and because I love Mom and Dad.
We love you too. Also, though, Mom and Dad wishes you would visit home more.
I'm sure they do, but there's a city out there to save. Anyways, when you see them, they were mentioning something about somebody trying to buy the bakery.
What?
I don't know. I've got too much going on to worry about that. because I'm sure Mom and Dad have it under control. They always had everything under control when I was growing up.
Matt, what do you mean the bakery? What do you mean buying the bakery?
That's what they told me.
And you didn't ask more about it?
Well, what do I know about bakery ownership? All that I know is taking care of my little sister and saving the city.
Okay, yes, like, love you so much, bro, but also, like, the family bakery is just, you don't know anything of... When did they call you? What did this happen early? Why didn't you say anything?
It was about 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Sis, listen. I love our family's bakery. There's nothing like it in all of Los Angeles. But my job, it's no less noble. It's no less important than what our parents do. And in a similar way, it is more important. And I love them more than anything in the world. Besides you. You know this. But there's lives to save. It's important that I get out there and save people just like Mom and Dad. So that regular people like Mom and Dad can lead their lives and provide their communities with delicious, authentic baked goods.
You know, Matt, you're so right. I will go home and figure out what's going on with Mom and Dad. You just keep saving the world like you always do.
Now, sister, I'm not too good with communication. But I feel like I'm sensing a little bit of hostility in your voice.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Tell you what, I'll make sure I come home for dinner tonight.
What about all your other plans and training and all that? Isn't the USC gonna yell at you?
It won't be able to be a long visit, but I'm Maverick Lee. What are they gonna do?
You know, that's actually so real. You're so right. Okay, well, I'll see you at home.
See you at home.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Beep.
We cut to your parents' home, the home that you grew up in, you and Maverick. Your parents' home is probably pretty close to your family bakery in Little Tokyo. What do you think your parents are making for dinner?
Well, if they know Maverick's coming home, they're probably making his favorite, which I think would be like Korean seaweed soup. Very traditional thing with rice and some side dishes, even though it's like really fucking hot outside, but they'll do anything for Maverick, so.
It is indeed really hot outside.
Yes.
And the air conditioner is running full blast, and both of your parents are in the kitchen, and they have been for the last couple hours, filling it with the most incredible smells that bring you back to your childhood. And you hear a very loud and punctual knock on the door. And before you even have a chance to open it, Maverick throws it open, runs up and grabs you in a big hug and says, "Sister! God, am I happy to see you."
Mav!
Short, powerful shock of hair, well-built, still in his superhero outfit that just has a big M on the chest. You can see, like, his hair kind of got pushed back as he flew straight through the air to get here. You know from your experience with him that he will have waved at passerby on the way over here. And he says, "I can only stop him for a few minutes. I'm on a tight diet regimen, but I have to have some of that." And he comes in and gives your parents a big hug as well.
Thanks for the food, Mom and Dad. I know Mav's only around for a bit, but he told me there's something going on with the bakery. What's up with that? What's going on? What's going on?
Your mom and your dad are both immigrants from Korea. Moved here probably 30 years ago, before either of you guys were born, started a bakery, and they're now quite old, but they're the kind of couple that is just never going to retire. They're going to keep working at this bakery until the day that they die. And your dad says, "Yeah, kiddo, well, this man came by and was talking about buying the bakery. He said that the land was worth a lot, and he said it would be really good for us to get out, cash in. You know, I'm really proud of the fact that your mother here and I own that spot, and they made a pretty convincing offer."
Convincing. I mean, okay, sure, whatever about the land, but if they don't want the bakery, they want the land, they're gonna destroy the bakery then?
I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll keep running the bakery, maybe they'll do something else.
But the bakery's been in the family for Well, you guys said that I was gonna run it eventually, maybe.
Your dad says, honey, I think you will. Yeah, it's just talk. Yeah.
I mean, who else is gonna sell cookies with Maverick's face on it? It can only be us. That's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, come on.
Honey, it should only be.
That's what I'm saying.
And yet.
Who's this man? Who just some random businessman? Like who? They just walk into the bakery and be like, "Hey, I want to buy this." Like,
yeah, it's just some guy in a suit. Your mom says, he was handsome.
Mom, that's weird. Stop.
Your dad says, yeah. Didn't really recognize him. He just said that he was representing a private interest that was already owned multiple properties in the Japanese Village Mall, the Village Plaza, and was looking to expand their holdings, I guess.
Do you like have a contact or like a business card?
Yeah, sure do. Let me go get that. He goes back and gets a business card and shows it to you. Right. Yeah. Oh, do you want to know what it says?
Roll to see if you can read the business card.
There's a phone number. It just says Arthur Smith, and it says like representative of the Smith Foundation.
Can I hold on to that? You don't need it, right? You guys said you could. You don't need it, right?
Your dad says, honey, take it. No matter what your mother talked about going to Bali, we're not selling the place. And with that, you have a wonderful dinner. Maverick eats it up, fills his stomach, and runs out of there. You know he's on a strict diet plan, but this is probably the one time in the last 6 months he's made an exception. Let's move over to Quinntus. Quinntus, what are you doing this evening of new powers and new discoveries?
Well, during the evening, I will go through my impressive regiment of drinking my evening milk and then doing my 5 regimented push-ups, because everyone knows that 5 minutes of exercise a day is better than nothing. So
Wait. You said 5 push-ups and then you said 5 minutes, so each push-up takes you a minute?
Yes. Later that evening at around 10 o'clock, normally when I go to sleep, I will open up my phone, pull up my voicemail box, which is almost full. It's got like 3 spaces left for 3 new phone calls to leave voicemails. Most of them are from my ex-wife. That hurts. Natalia Vancouver. And this one in particular, I have to skip past like 6 of them. Most of them are dealing with like the divorce paperwork and like...
Wait, you still keep the divorce voicemails just to hear her voice?
Just to hear her voice. But this last one is one where I'm going out for my like 4th cattle call audition, and she's saying how much she supports me and cares, and how big of a superhero I'm going to be one day because I'm already her hero. And it's not quiet. It's not quiet. So you know when you're like in a bunk bed, and that person underneath you can probably overhear everything that's being said on that phone. That's happening. I'm not crying.
I think Kat would kind of like, after the voicemail finishes, poke her head up onto your bunk and be like, "You okay?"
Oh, you see me about to press the 1 button, which normally repeats voicemail.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
That's a 4 on the die. For a 9.
Wow, +5. You hear the phone start ringing.
Who is it?
Oh, you're calling.
Oh, No! I'll hang up.
You hang up.
I'm so sorry you had to listen to that. I just, you said that we should go for a cattle call earlier, and I realized I hadn't gone to one in like the past year. It's almost like I gave up.
Well, it kind of sucks the soul out of you to get rejected only so many times. I have gone to like 1 and they rejected me because they think it's not very useful when I only have my really big strength during anxiety attacks, which is fair. And also, I'm not a huge fan of attacking people when I'm not going crazy. But I don't think you've given up. I think there's different ways to reach success.
You're right. Perhaps I'm just discouraged. No offense to you, but it feels like Grandma's given up on me a little since you've gotten here.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying yeah in like the yes she has way. I'm just saying I think we both have very different problems, but they're both very stressful. I mean, I can't say I relate to you because I feel like I have 14 people and technically my entire town back home who are all just like, Kat's gonna be a superhero! Yeah! And I'm like, woo! And for you, your ex-wife kind of just, I don't know. I don't like her very much. I don't think she's a bad person, but I don't think you should give up on somebody you love when they have a, passion for something, even if it takes 35 years or longer.
You're right. I'll call it.
No!
You press call. A second before you press it, your phone starts to ring, and you immediately hear, "Hello?
Hello?
Quinn?
Hello?
Quintus, is this you?
This is Quinntus. Who am I speaking to?
It's Natalia.
Hi.
What's up?
It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. Where are you again?
You called me.
Yes.
I'm also in Los Angeles.
Kat mutes it from your phone. She like presses the button. She's like, say that you meant to call another girl named Natalia. And then she unmutes it.
I meant to call Natalia.
Yeah. What's up with you?
I've just been going through a small time.
Right. Okay, you can't call me and tell me that you're going through a small time. You hear in the background, babe. Who's on the phone?
Don't tell him what it
Is
is.
Patrick fruity with it?
Don't tell him who it is.
You recognize that voice as Patrick.
I kind of like him though.
Don't tell him who it is.
And you hear your ex-wife, I almost said your wife, your ex-wife says, just 1 second, Patrick, and he says, okay, whatever you say. Drag Race isn't gonna watch itself.
You watching Drag Race with him? I thought that was our show.
We got divorced a long time ago.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean
Why did you call me?
I was feeling weak, and you make me feel strong. I might have been listening to some of your old voicemails.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I can to... you don't hear it for a second, and then you hear on the line, Daddy?
Lodian, how are you?
I'm good.
How's Drag Race with Patrick?
I'm not allowed to watch Drag Race.
Oh. I'm sorry. What are you doing? How's everything?
I was doing homework, but now I'm not doing homework,
Oh,
so...
you're doing homework. What are you doing your anatomy?
What? What's anatomy?
You're wonderful. Keep it up.
I love you, Daddy. When do I get to see you again?
I'll be there soon, and I'll be there.
And you bring ice cream?
I always do. Do you still like mint chip, or has that changed? Are you in the Rocky Road phase, or?
I don't know how Rocky Road before. I have mint chip. I really like mint chip. But if Rocky Road is what you want to have, Daddy, then I'm gonna try Rocky Road.
I'm gonna get you every bit of ice cream.
Yay!
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. Daddy, why don't you come right now?
I guess I could.
Yeah. I won't tell Mommy. Or Patrick.
You know, I feel like I've raised you right in some ways, even though I haven't really been there as often as I should have. Your daddy's not a failure. It's just taking longer than normal. You're going to be very proud of me one day, just as much as I am proud of you.
Okay. I didn't finish my homework yet, but when I'm done.
You know, they say practice makes progress, so getting there is half the journey.
I don't really know what that means, but okay.
Well, your father has done 5 push-ups a day for about the last 15 years, so...
We should do a push-up battle. I can do more than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No,
Yes, I can.
no. You probably can.
Oh, sorry. And you hear, hi.
Hi. Sounds like Nodium's doing good.
He is. He misses you.
I miss you too.
That's not what I said.
You know, I almost saw the therapist that you recommended me.
Hey, you know what they say? Practice makes progress.
Well, that went good. I think that went...
Cat is crying. She's like, oh yeah, that went great. Do you want to go to the house?
I think I'm going to go get some milk.
I can drive you to the house.
No, I don't
Your
think...
son wants you to be there.
I know, but I think that Natalia is going to be very upset. And Patrick, I don't know if I could stand him right now.
He sounds like a fine person.
He's the worst.
What did he do?
Well, for one, he stole my wife from me.
I don't think he stole her. Women aren't property.
Well, no, but... No, okay, I see your point. It still hurts. I mean,
I think
you get so close to someone, they feel like they're a part of you, that they complete you, and then they decide to rip themselves off like a bad mycelium.
Do you think perhaps you project some of your hatred about resentment about what happened with your wife onto Patrick because you feel like you can't resent her, otherwise it feels like the relationship is over?
You sound like the therapist I dumped.
Well, I was taking some psychology classes actually at my community college as an elective.
What am I thinking right now?
That's not...
Your grandma comes to the door. You can only see her silhouette as it's darker inside than outside. And she has 2 glasses of milk on a tray. And she said,
For my 2 favorite grandchildren.
Thank you,
Thank
Grandma!
you,
Milky
Grandma.
for you
Thank
and
you.
for you.
I get chocolate milky.
Chocolate milky for my one of my grandchildren.
I'm so distracted making a bone straw. I don't even know.
That's like...
Good night, you 2.
she closes the door. You hear the front door open and close and lock, and then a car drive away. What's Trinity up to this evening?
Can I ask what day of the week this is?
It is Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
The day of rest.
What day did you want it to be?
No, that's fine. That's not gonna stop me from having fun. Okay, first thing, go back home, into the workshop, put on my favorite playlist. It is called capital VHJ lowercase PBML 0 lowercase a capital S lowercase DZ capital IEN lowercase V capital Z G lowercase LU capital Z lowercase Y capital BQ lowercase B capital G F5 lowercase b capital G lowercase L ZD capital A equals. If you could figure out what that means, let us know in the comments. And she's gonna work a bit on her armor. We saw earlier that, when she fired a palm laser, there was so much energy in it that her glove almost came apart. So she's gonna soup it up a little bit, make sure it can handle the firepower that she needs to deal with the bad guys, right?
Absolutely.
And she's also just gonna add a few more features. There's a button now on the back of her left glove, and the gloves are more like gauntlets now. They go up to they cover a good amount of her forearm. There's a couple buttons on the chest plate. Some smart glasses, also with some buttons on them, and she's also gonna build the mini Trini.
Okay, what is the mini Trini?
The mini Trini is my homunculus servant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's feeling playful. It's Sunday, so she doesn't want to work too hard. So she's just gonna base it on her little washing machine friend that she made earlier.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like a floating washing machine with like 2 tentacle arms.
Oh, wow.
And
Adorable.
Yeah, and an emotive face too.
Of course.
Of course.
Inspired by none other than the magnificent Bert.
Yes. Oh, and she's gonna open up Tor, hop onto the dark web. Her go-to sort of black market auction site is the night market, and she's going to list Conquistador's Magic Devil Metal. Starting bid 5K.
5K. Immediately, you get a bid up to 15K.
Hell yeah. Bidding closes in, let's say 7 hours, and until then she's gonna go to the club.
Go to the club, hell yeah. So it's at 15. On your way in the Uber, on the way to the club, you get another notification that it's gone up to 16, and then immediately 20K from Dr. Discordia.
Yes.
Um,
My favorite. She's the best.
She's the best. Dr. Discordia, you know, is a supervillain, but hasn't done anything recently for notoriety and is clearly not in prison. So, if it's cool with you to support whatever she's doing in the background, they,
Who knows?
who knows? Yeah, okay, you make it to the club. What kind of club does Trinity go to?
This is a very dark, everyone's wearing all black, strobe lights and like fog machines, playing like dark electronica with like metal influences, very like Matrix vibes.
Actually, the club is called Neo.
Yes,
In West Hollywood. And yeah, you're pumping it up. A lot of the songs from your playlist, which, as we all remember, audience, recount the title of the playlist with us. Thank you very much. As you dance, give me a perception check.
Ooh, not very good. That is a 9.
Are you trying to do anything here at the club, or just trying to get fucked up, have a good
Just
time?
trying to have a good time. Not get too fucked up. That's what raves are for.
Gotcha. This is not a rave. This is just a regular old club night. You're dancing, you're moving, and then you don't notice when you kind of bump into somebody. I mean, it's somebody in all black who's also wearing like a balaclava, so you can just see their eyes. But it's like, sequined. It's like they fit right in with the environment here, and they kind of keep like dancing towards you, and then they lean in close to your ear and say, "Cloudcore," and then keep dancing next to you.
Your moves suck, loser.
Oh!
They lean in and they say, "Got a message from cumulonimbus."
Why can't he just email me?
He? Pretty bold to assume that.
You're right, actually. Why can't they just email me?
It's called. And then this dancer does a spin. You see they have like a black flannel tied around their waist that like spins around like a nice little, almost like a skirt floating up. And after the spin move, kind of touches it down 3 points and says, "It's all about style."
Okay, I can appreciate that.
You see this dancer walks right up to you, hold up their hands, and then shows you like one knuckle segment at a time, and all of their knuckle segments have a lot of words, and it takes them a while to like spell out the words they're trying to. It's like really overdone. It's one thing to like have it's just like a 4-letter word written on each, but this is like a whole multiple sentences that are trying to get spelled out on like different segments of the finger, and they keep fucking things up. But the basic gist is billionaire Little Tokyo, question mark, question mark, question mark, UAC, question mark, question mark, question mark. They use the question mark a lot because it's easy, because it's just the thumbs here.
Is this supposed to be a yes or no question?
What do you think about that?
I actually have no idea, dude.
You don't get it? It all makes sense when you think about it.
Billionaire Little Tokyo?
That's right.
UAC?
That's right. Who do you think is buying up all of Little Tokyo?
I don't know. Real estate deals happen every day, and if you ask me, they're the real villains.
Who are the real villains? And then this dancer starts like dancing away from you and just starts going MJR, ooh, MJR, ooh. And you hear that kind of fade as you dance away.
MJR, is the ooh important? I'm gonna write down the ooh.
Oh.
MJR, ooh.
I already know who it is.
Oh my goodness. It's Maxwell J. Rank.
Maximilian J. Rank.
Maximilian J. Rank.
You think that is probably a good guess.
She's kind of annoyed by that whole encounter, so she decides that she will go to a rave on a Sunday night just to blow off a little more steam.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Ooh, 22.
22. What is Trinity taking?
All of them.
All of them.
No. It's just, she's doing CK.
CK?
Yeah.
I know what CK is. I
think we all know what CK is.
It's coke and ketamine.
Oh! I knew that. Why did I say oh when I already knew what it was? I'm just so silly. Yeah, you're doing a little C. Little C here, a little K there, a little C. I know the C. Okay, you do the C.
You start them both at the same time, you mix them together.
Oh, it's a mix!
Yeah.
I thought ketamine was a fluid.
Well,
You mix them into kind of a sludge. And then you just kind of pack
You
it
lick
in.
it up like a cat.
Meow. That's so true. Okay. You
Yeah.
put a bunch of coke and ketamine sludge into your nostrils, and it gets you super fucked up in a good way. You wake up the next morning with no hangover. From your incredible constitution save. At a certain point the next day, when you you sometimes hear about supervillain, superhero stuff on the news instead of from Juliana, especially on like ongoing situations when it's like she hasn't been given orders yet for what you guys need to do. You're not really kept abreast of stuff because, while it is urgent that you guys come in quickly after fights, there are bigger fish to fry when there's a supervillain on the loose. And indeed, you hear about a supervillain that is on the loose. It is the supervillain Penumbris, and that he escaped from the Twin Towers Correctional Facility in downtown LA and is now on the loose, just a couple blocks from Little Tokyo. You see on the news the New Angels kind of arriving on the scene and starting to attack and fight with Penumbris. You know that Penumbris, from the report, broke out of prison and is extremely sneaky and hard to pin down, but is a ruthless and greedy villain who was put behind bars before for stealing millions of dollars from local LA banks and jewelry stores. The report says that Penumbris has the ability to steal people's shadows by jumping into them. So, what do you guys want to do?
Kat would text like the little like work group chat and be like, guys, did you see the news? We should go there and help the New Angels. We can do it.
Mira texts like, Juliana will fucking kill us.
Well, maybe we can wear disguises. That's what heroes do all the time.
We're gonna have to clean up afterwards anyway. We might as well get a head start and just show up now.
I feel like we should help out. I think it could be a good idea.
Emoji thumbs up.
Yay! Okay, I'll meet you guys there. Meet me outside of the Village Plaza at Chinchikarin.
I hope Maverick is there. Heart eyes.
The question mark react to Mira.
I send a thumbs up react.
React.
So you guys are heading to Little Tokyo?
Yeah.
I will text my parents like, hey, make sure to look at the news, be careful.
Yeah. Your dad texts back, honey, there is carnage happening right outside the door.
stay inside and lock all the doors.
Oh, believe me, honey, we are inside and the doors are definitely locked.
Text group chat. Hey guys, so my family lives in Little Tokyo. Mind if we maybe board up there?
Oh, gee.
Doors,
Just
maybe
dox
visit?
yourself. What's your address?
Wow face.
You know what? Never mind.
Send IP address.
Do you live near Maverick? He's in Little Tokyo.
How do you know that?
I react with a question mark.
How would you know where Maverick lives? Space question mark.
So Quinn, are you gonna take the van and pick everyone up?
Yeah. The fan belt's a little loose, so it squeaks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
I think we'd stop to pick Triniti up, because I'm already with you, and then we'd come over to Mira's house probably. We'd be like, change the plan, we'll come over to where you live, drop the Addy with a emoji.
Remember when we used to have a hovercraft?
Does this one not do that?
Do you want to try to do some sort of hacking tools check to soup up this van?
Yeah,
Go for it.
sure.
I just remember.
That is, oh wow, 26.
26.
Wow.
Yeah. You are able to hack in. You see through just like Neo. You can see like even through the interior of the car. You can see the wiring and the connections underneath and the mechanics. And you have all of these gadgets with you with your superior intellect. What is it that you want to make this car do?
Fly.
You want to make it fly? I think you were gonna have to tell Quinn to stop and pull over, and then you figured it out. And you tinker with the car. It takes you only a couple minutes, especially with the help of Mini Trini.
Yeah.
And suddenly the wheels are on their sides, and this car is able to fly. You make it to Little Tokyo half an hour after you get this call from your parents, and you see it is in a state of destruction already. Clearly there's been a big fight here between the New Angels and Penumbras. But you can see it from blocks away. You see a laser shoot through the sky. You see a blast of water. You hear a scream, and the windows of this old clunker van sort of wobble a little bit. Moving with that, let's go to the battle map.
The battle!
All right, here we have Little Tokyo. The four of you arrive here at Chinchikurin. You see,
I literally said Chinchikurin.
Yeah,
That's actually
this is
the battle
Chinchikurin.
map.
You can see that there is carnage here, specifically in a couple places. One, Nijo Market has been completely ransacked. You can see that the roof is caved in here, and clearly there was a big fight that happened specifically in there. Second, here is Two Hands Corn Dogs, which is completely destroyed. Literally, the entire building has been smashed to rubble, likely wrecking balls doing, mainly. Mira, you recognize this specifically because at your parents' bakery just a few steps away, the only other Korean business in the otherwise entirely Japanese plaza, the people at Two Hands were family friends, and they always supported you. You can hope that, they're okay, but that part of this building has entirely collapsed. So here's how this fight works. There's a couple of important places here, historical places, and there's an overall health of Little Tokyo. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of damage. Little Tokyo is currently on the first level. This is no damage. This is lightly damaged all the way up to complete and utterly leveled to the ground. As damage is done to this area, these will be taken. So we have the white character here is Maverick, flying above everything. This black character here is Elementia, and then this is Steve Wynn, Hydraulic Man, Lady Neptune, and Wrecking Ball there. You can see that they are all actively fighting and looking for Penumbras, but you don't see any of them actively fighting with somebody. All of a sudden, Maverick swoops down, grabs somebody, brings them into the air, and holding with one hand, punches with his other hand, and you can see a dark, shadowy kind of ooze fly out of that person and disappear behind an umbrella.
This is like a civilian?
It's a civilian. You can see Maverick is holding someone, and that person kind of shakes their hand and says, "Thank you, Maverick!" And he says, "No problem, citizen," as he flies away. But we are actively in the midst of a huge fight here. So I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
Oh!
Finally got a good roll, gang.
Dirty 20.
21.
Mira, 21.
Not one.
Nat 1.
We traded.
Cat. Okay.
That's an 11.
11. First off, you see Mav flying across the map. Like I said, he punches Penumbris out of the civilian, and then this, Penumbris' shadow drops down, and Mav flies down and drops that civilian there. Thinking he sees Penumbris, he shoots his eye lasers at that character. He is unable to actually hit Penumbris, but he immediately does a bunch of damage to the plaza here. You can see this little sitting area right outside of Nija is messed up, and this arcade also gets a good amount of damage right off the bat. That is Mav's turn. Wrecking Ball is going to go next, and he sees Mav shoot that way, thinks that he's got to be near here somewhere, and he runs as fast as he can this way, barreling at people, but isn't able to find Penumbris. Actually, let's roll. And is not able to find Penumbris at all, and crashes into the wall over here, doing another point of damage. Mira, that's your turn.
Okay, when Maverick punched Penumbris out of that civilian, did I get to see Penumbris?
You saw the shadow of Penumbris fall and then disappear behind a tree. If you want to find Penumbris, you can give me an investigation check.
Can I do that now?
Yes.
Am I close enough?
I will say right now, I don't think you're particularly close.
That's fine. I just want to move.
You pulled up the Jinchikuri.
Yeah, I want to move towards the action.
Cool. Okay. You want to move? You want to dash or do you want to take your move?
Then yeah, I'll dash.
Okay. 20, 30. Okay. You're here. You can give me a investigation check. 11. You look around and you do not see an aura. There's just too many people. There's too many shadows. You can't tell exactly where this guy might be. But you've gotten closer. You've gotten into the mix. You can see how much damage has already been done. Next up in initiative is Trinity.
Okie dokie. Hopping out of the van, Trinity is going to activate her armor. She presses the button on her wrist things, and that turns into the gloves. She presses a button on her left glove, and a shield pops out. And she's really torn here between having Maverick see her in action and not having her shadow stolen. I'm gonna move 30 feet over here. There we go. And as I'm running, I'm going to activate my motorized rollerblades.
Okay.
I can't use them on this turn, though. But that is a bonus action. And for my action, I'm going to press a button on my smart glasses and turn invisible.
Oh, okay, you are invisible.
Very nice.
Okay. Next up is going to be an initiative Lady Neptune. Lady Neptune is here, and she is going to rip apart this fountain to bring all of the water to her. She pulls it apart, and you can see concrete underground erupts as she pulls open one of these huge pipes that feeds to this fountain. And she has blades coming out of her arms, but she also has spikes coming off of her back. And she starts hurling these blades into the crowd, basically, trying to somehow reach Penumbris. But she is not able to reach him at all, and she pulls apart this guy, dealing damage over here as well. The village plaza has now moved from level 1, which was repairs needed, to level 2, which is significant damage. The plaza will be closed for 3 months to fix all of these problems and for these repairs, and it'll move up from there. Moving on to Penumbris. Okay.
Where is this person?
Yes. You can't see Penumbris, you can't see him doing anything, but you hear a scream somewhere. That's about all you get. You can tell, though, that Penumbris was causing mayhem, and at this point is more so on the run. The New Angels have been walloping him already, and they've been trying really hard to find him. That moves on to Elementia. She is going to run around and look as well, and she makes no progress, but also deals no damage to these surroundings. Yeah, no one is close enough to see her right now, which means it's Quinn's turn.
Right. Did we park it or are we hovering?
What do you think?
I think we're gonna park it.
There's no parking spot next to Chinchi Katerina. You have to park over here.
Well, I'm sure.
Well,
they're
you can
not
put the
gonna-
hazards on right there, right?
Yeah, I just put the hazards
Okay.
on. I park it in the street. I take out a few cones. That'll be my action. It'll say like crime scene in progress.
While you're doing this, I'm like, quick.
I'll let this be a free object interaction.
Okay, thank you. Construction cones, and then I'll be like, I pull out my little checklist for cleanup crew, like and then I'll run to the corner, put on my face really quick. My bones pop out, my little dread form, which is just my bonus action because I'm an up close magician and I can do things fast. And then I will action, movement, sprint. Shouting at the top of my lungs. Penumbras, you evil villain! It is I, the calcifier, who will stop you!
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
That's an 11.
That's an 11.
Not bad.
Okay.
5 on the die.
Yours.
You'll be here in line with Mira. You shout that,
Battle pose.
and nothing seems to happen. You turn a lot of heads, and a lot of people cower in fear. One person even throws something at you, thinking that you're Penumbras. Ouch! How did you do that? Next up is Hydraulic Man. Hydraulic Man is going to come here, up here, having somewhat triangulated that Penumbras must be in this area, and is going to make a big AoE attack.
Sir.
He blasts
Starting to
open
think
the
they're
windows on this building, but other than that, doesn't do any property damage. And indeed, none of you can see this, but you hear a huge shout as somebody says, "Get him!" And presumably, this was in some way a successful hit on this villain. Okay, Cat.
Kat's gonna see this, and she's gonna be like, she actually is she came here like so excited to fight crime, and she walks in and sees Little Tokyo, a place she loves to visit. And like, she very much enjoys like, eating at the restaurants here. She's gone with like her grandma and Quinn like many times, and it's just like absolutely demolished. And the thing that sends her into anxiety attack is just thinking like, oh God, these heroes think they're helping and maybe they're getting the bad guy, but like this might do permanent damage to like this entire area. And so she goes into a panic.
Here's the other thing I'll say. There has never been something cleanup that's been this bad. This is also very specifically a historic district.
Yeah, I think Kat mostly goes into anxiety attack. What you said of like, this is the worst damage she's ever seen. And I think it's that kind of reaction of like, I was so gung-ho to do this, and then walking in and being like, oh God. And she goes into an anxiety attack. And I rolled my favorite, one of my favorite effects from getting an anxiety attack. Actually, is it okay if I move before I go to an anxiety attack?
Yeah.
I think she sees it and she starts running. She does 40 feet, so I don't know.
40. There you go.
So Kat has an effect happen to her, but there's no threat happening right now. So nothing specific actually shows, except that her eyes, they not only go into slits, but her like teeth kind of turn into fangs, as if they're looking for something to bite into and rip the throat out of somebody. But there is nothing around that isn't friendly, and so she's holding off. But she kind of like goes like, she goes sicko mode basically. But seeing everyone kind of destroying stuff, I think what she mainly do for her action is yell at the new angels, "Stop! You're destroying everything!"
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So, Lady Neptune and Wrecking Ball and Hydraulic Man can all hear you. The other two over here cannot.
20.
You see Lady Neptune ripping water out of the ground, and she stops for a second and looks at what's going on with the water in her hands and the damage that she has just wrought, literally, to this community. Hydraulic Man, you see a little piece of glass fall out of his hair, and he kind of shakes for a second and looks around at the mess and realizes he has no idea who he's fighting and where this villain is, and all he's done so far is cause property damage. And you see Wrecking Ball stepping out of BJ Market.
Cat's a huge fan.
He looks like a cross between Dom Toretto and
I said he looks
Oscar
like
Isaac.
Yeah, he looks like Oscar.
Oscar Isaac, but beefier.
But beefy. Beefy Oscar Isaac.
And he kind of pushes a ringlet out of his face and looks over at you and shouts, "You're right. New Angels. We gotta do something about this." Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think it is.
Maverick does not hear you, and also does not hear Wrecking Ball. And Maverick is really gung-ho and focused on finding this villain. But he's going to use his action to make, he's gonna come over here and he's going to make an investigation check, looking for penumbras assuming he's in this area. And Maverick all of my rolls have been bad, including in this case. Maverick looks around furiously and getting a nat 1 on his investigation check. Grabs somebody and says, "No more shadow jumping! I've got you now, villain!" And an older man just kind of says, "Oh, hello, Maverick. It's a pleasure to meet you." And Maverick suddenly realizes what he's done. Moving on to Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball here is not sure what to do. He's really concerned about the threat, but he has heard you and is not going to use his abilities because he doesn't want to cause any more damage. So he's going to come out here as well. Oh.
You can talk.
He's going to go past here, past the difficulty range, and make another investigation check trying to find this character. Wrecking Ball gets a 19 on the die.
Okay.
And again, you guys are a little bit far from this, but especially you, Mira, you see Wrecking Ball suddenly notice something and run. And Wrecking Ball goes right here. Okay, Mira, your turn.
Dashing.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get as close as possible, basically.
You want to get right up here to where?
What can I see from here?
So as you get up towards here, you see a whole lot of damage, especially throughout this corridor. This is really what's been taking the beating. And your parents' bakery, miraculously so far, has not sustained damage. You see Wrecking Ball has grabbed somebody by the collar. Hydraulic Man is kind of ready for action, as is Lady Neptune. You see just out of the corner right, Elementia and Maverick are not fully locked in on what's going on over here right now. So where do you want to go?
Well, so I can see Wrecking Ball's holding someone. Can I see if do I see an aura?
Yes.
On this person?
Yes. It is a very thin aura. In fact, this aura is the color of invisibility, which is to say, you see ripples in the air around this person, but it's very subtle. But now that you've seen it and you know what it looks like,
we're power morphing.
you'll be able to see that before. Or you're going to power morph into versus ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use my
I'm
dash
so
because
excited.
30 got me farther than
There
I
you
thought.
go.
All right, gang. copied from Penumbris, we have Shadow Thief. Holy shit.
All right, you can take a look at that.
Slurp check.
Slurp.
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 I have a question.
Ask away.
I see help as an action on here.
Yeah.
What does that do exactly?
You give somebody advantage on their next roll.
Okay, I'll give that to Hydraulic Man because
Okay.
I'm standing right next to him.
You give Hydraulic Man the help action. Cool. Triniti, your turn.
I am going to use my bonus action to rollerblade 60 feet.
You'd end up by me then, by Mira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, over here. Mini Trini can only make it 30 feet.
You can carry her with you. Or them. It.
Her?
Her.
Yeah. I'm not going to use an action on my turn. I'm right next to Lady Neptune, yeah?
Yes. You are.
I'm just going to say, hello, I am invisible and I'm here to help. What's the deal with this guy? Is he invisible or is he incorporeal?
Lady Neptune says, hi, I don't know who you are, but I think neither.
Shit.
He's a person and has a body, but that body goes into other people. So it's never fully invisible or incorporeal. Because there's always a matter there.
Well, that ruins my plan.
What was your plan?
To spray him with grease if he was invisible.
I don't think that would do anything, unfortunately. But maybe you could slow him down. Or maybe he wouldn't be able to see shadows on the ground if the grease is black.
Ooh.
Yes, that was also part of my plan.
That's what you meant this whole time.
That's my plan.
Hell yeah. Okay, that is going to be Lady Neptune's turn. Lady Neptune, again, from that nat 20 on the persuasion check, doesn't want to fuck things up more. She's going to give you the help action.
I got a nat 20 on that.
Yes. Lady Neptune is also going to use a little bit more of her turn bonus action to throw out some healing water to some people nearby who she sees are injured and attend to them instead.
Queen.
Dang. Penumbris maintains being grappled by Wrecking Ball and is unable to jump to another shadow. That is going to be Elementia's turn. Elementia turns her body into tungsten and wham! Smashes into Penumbris with a powerful, all-metal fist. Those of you who are close enough to see this, you can see this does massive damage to a kind of half form of a man in shadow that flies out of this being that is being held by Wrecking Ball. You can see that this being that flies out, it like almost limps out at first, and it is clearly like moving jitteringly and badly injured. The New Angels have already done a good job of roughing this guy up, but in making this attack, the shadow does leave the body that Wrecking Ball is holding. She is fine after taking this big hit, as all that damage was passed on to Penumbris.
That's good. At least the civilians
Okay,
are
quit.
not getting beat up.
Your turn.
Me, yes. So I'm gonna run forward
Okay.
around the thing. I don't know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn around and I'll look.
You're looking for Penumbris or just looking around?
I'm just looking for Penumbris.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 13.
13. 13 is not enough to do it, but you sense that something around you just like, there was a jolt and you don't know where it was, but clearly it's nearby.
Okay. That was probably my action.
I think we can call that a bonus action if you want to take a full action.
Okay. Then I will hold my action. And by that, I mean I'm gonna drop down, shove my fingers as best I can into the ground, and start waiting for something.
Okay.
Okay.
Ominous as fuck.
It is Hydraulic Man's turn. What are you holding your action for?
I'm going to spout bones from another place to hold person.
Gotcha. Okay.
Holy shit.
You gave help action to Hydraulic Man,
Yes.
right? Okay. Hydraulic Man then is going to use his action once again to Seek, and Hydraulic Man over here sees Penumbras and goes to grab him. But that takes his action, so Hydraulic Man is on the way there. You now know which person is Penumbras now, so if you want to use your whole person.
Oh!
Okay. You put your hands into the ground, and erupting from the ground, from the cracks in the bricks that have been broken by this fighting, bones erupt and whole person, yeah? I think that is going to cause a little bit of damage.
Bone cage!
In this bone cage. But you have Penumbras hold person, but you're not doing damage, right?
Nope.
Alright. Cool. Cat, that is your turn.
I'm gonna go right up to him because I see him, right?
Yeah, to Penumbras.
Can I ask for a rule of cool situation?
Will you tell me what you want to do?
For when I got into my rage, I didn't have an enemy around, so I couldn't do my cool, fun thing.
Oh yeah, you can do
I
it now.
Cool. So I go up to Penumbras, and he needs to take the Constitution saving throw. If you would do that now.
Con save. Penumbras fails.
Cat goes up to him, grabs him, and bites into his neck and sucks his blood.
What the hell?
Okay, what does this do?
He takes 1d12 necrotic damage.
Okay, roll it.
What's up with this family and blood? God.
That is 7 damage, which is, I take that amount as hit points as I suck the life out of him.
Okay. Do you stay with your fangs stuck into this person?
Why do you ask?
The civilian who is possessed? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, for the civilian, I think Cat would remove her face. She's trying to just hurt Penumbras.
Right.
So she just do that, take it out, and that's, yeah.
You go for that attack, and in doing that, you deal damage to Penumbras, and once again, his shadow soul flies out of that body. But you've done damage to it. Once again, you can see Penumbras is like barely a wisp of a shadow left. And this person, as soon as you remove your fangs from them, kind of is stunned, looks back at you and says, buy me dinner first.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't like that.
Oh, okay, sorry. I people don't usually come up and kiss me, so.
No, I wasn't kissing. I just bit into your neck. I see the issue.
She screamed and runs away.
I'm sorry! Mav
flies up into the air and looks around. Now he is going to make.
Does he see Mira?
He does.
I'd like to say like, "Hey, Mav," like, just to be like, "Hey, I'm here." I think Mira would also like flounce her hair like that because he can see the ends of her hair.
Right. Okay.
So he knows.
He goes to look for Penumbras, sees you, gets distracted, and swoops right down to you. He says, Mira, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
There's a dangerous, murderous, evil villain here.
I know, that's why I'm here.
What?
I came here to help with my.
The battle's not done.
But it's fine. She just stuck her fangs in his neck. Like, we're chilling.
Sister, I can't have you in the line of danger. You could die at any moment.
But Mom and Dad are here too in the bakery. I couldn't just do nothing.
Mom and Dad are here right now?
Yes, they're in the bakery right now.
I'm on it. And he flies up over the bakery. After dropping down and talking to you.
That was right next to all of us, so we saw all of that.
Oh!
Action.
I totally forgot about that.
That's his turn. Wrecking Ball, once again, is going to make an investigation.
That was very
check.
realistic, though.
Mira would forget in her panic, right? Yeah.
Wrecking Ball is on a freaking tear. This guy has only rolled like 19s and 20s.
How old is he?
He is.
Are you trying to
Mid-30s?
get wrecked?
You are So what if I said yes?
Can I rewrite it?
Can I say yes? If he looks like Skaribas.
Wrecking Ball sees that Penumbras has gone inside of your family's bakery and uses his charge to burst through the wall
Bro.
and grab Penumbras.
Bro, what happened to you? What happened to him not wanting to cause damage?
He doesn't want to cause damage, but he also knows that he's blaming this villain for the damage.
Cat, you didn't yell at him hard
And
enough.
you see, he grabs Penumbras and does huge amounts of damage. And
The only person in that shop is your parents.
Mira, I think
I don't know
you
if there's anyone else.
you probably can't really see this,
Yeah.
but you see big damage, and you know that he would only do that if it was to have a big impact.
Yeah.
And Mira, it's your turn.
Okay, I'd like to move enough to just see in there.
Okay, you can see from here that you can run up and just see as Wrecking Ball is dealing another huge hit to Penumbras.
Do I see Penumbras fly out then?
Just the little tiny droplet of shadow fly away.
Okay, so he's not like dead then or anything.
Yes.
Can I investigate?
Oh, you want to look for
Yes.
Yes. Give me an investigation check.
Kill him dead. Oh no.
23.
23.
Okay.
Yes.
Good shoot.
On a 23, you see your dad running back into the bakery.
So Mav's on top of the bakery. He's not in the bakery. So
Correct.
he doesn't see this.
Correct.
Hear me out. What if I try to possess the same body as Penumbras? Then what happens?
Let's find out.
You jumping into your father?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
For the sake of the argument.
Give me let's say it's a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
That's okay. That was a 7. Hold on. Charisma saving. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Penumbras rolled a 4 on the die.
Wait, on the die. I don't know. How much.
So here's what happens.
No, I'm
You
scared.
launch yourself into your own father's shadow, which you can still see through the sun coming through the front doors. And he's not here where you are. You find yourself inside of him in a weird kind of spiritual, metaphysical space, and you see across from you, in a kind of inky blackness, a like pretty handsome young guy. He's got some tattoos on and stuff. He's got like gym shorts and a tank top on.
With the gym shorts and the tank.
But he's pretty dashing.
No, you can't make him hot.
Why not?
And he looks at you and says, "Who are you?"
I'm your shadow.
Huh. How interesting. Would you like to dance, Shadow?
Sure.
He says, "You know they're never gonna catch me, right?"
What do you mean? You're barely on your last legs here, buddy.
Sure, but if I wanted to, I could just get in the body and run away.
Okay, then why haven't you yet?
I like to toy with my food.
Can I go to punch him?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, am I allowed to use this punch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... Oh, I didn't explain this earlier. So, to jump into another body, I used Shadow Sneak, which is a bonus action. You launch into the body of another creature within 30 feet whose shadow you can see. And I'm going to now use... That was a bonus action. So now I'm going to use Shadow Power Punch, which is a melee attack. +7 to hit, 1d6 +4 necrotic on hit.
Yeah. Give me your attack roll with advantage.
That wasn't that much better. 14.
14.
Fuck, that's not that hard.
Yes, you go to punch him and there is like wisps of shadow kind of burning off of your hand as you go for it. And he in slow motion, swims through off to the side as you go and says, very interesting. My turn.
Oh,
But before we get to that, it's Trinity's turn.
I'm fucked, gang.
I'm gonna send Mini Trinity to look for survivors in the rubble.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Nat 20!
Nat 20.
Wow.
On a nat 20, it seems like everyone got out before this building was entirely eradicated, except for one employee of Two Hands, who was trapped under the rubble. But Mini Trini is able to move aside, overturn deep fryers, big racks of bottles of ketchup, and sacks of flour, and pull this one person out. And with the quick thinking that you have, this person comes out. Their arm had been pinned down by a rock, and you can see a deep indentation in their arm. But other than that, it seems like they're okay.
Hell yeah. Go Mini Trini.
What a clutch move.
And I will use my movement to enter the bakery.
Okay.
Oh gosh, what do I see when I'm in there?
So.
Yeah, you see
Yike.
an older Korean man, and his face is kind of blurring left and right as if it's being pushed one way and another. You see Wrecking Ball is there, like, not sure what to do, looks over, well, it doesn't look over you, you're invisible. But it's just kind of like stunned, really unable to do anything.
I'm gonna shoot my grease. I don't know what else to do. That was the plan. And it doesn't make sense anymore. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna shoot it inside the bakery?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fill it with grease.
go for it.
That's it.
That's it. The bakery's full of grease.
Or I guess, hold on. Each creature must make a dex save or fall prone.
How does that work for us?
Give me a dex save.
Is that a nat 1? Yep.
What's the DC?
17.
17. Well, Penumbra's got a 16 with modifiers, but your nat 1 averages it out to be you slip and fall. Your
Like
dad
collectively together?
Yes. But you don't feel this. You're just
Right.
in this like
But now,
face-off spirit world.
body-wise,
Your
he's
dad falls
prone.
on the ground and hopefully didn't break a hip.
Oh no!
A Wrecking Ball, DC is 17. Wrecking Ball also slips and falls.
Sorry!
Everyone in the bakery falls over.
It is now Penumbra's turn. He's going to shadow punch you right back. What's your AC?
14.
14. That is going to be a hit after you take 6 damage. Just 6 damage
I'm guessing I
from
can
his shadow
that.
punch. You feel yourself getting sucked out through your own dad's face, and landing in grease. The last thing that you hear when he does this like shadow empowered punch as you fly out is, "See you later. It was a good try, though."
Girl! I'm sorry. It's Wrecking Ball or Penumbras. You can pick one.
I picked Filbert.
Okay, give me a dex save.
24.
24. Okay, you are not prone. Elementia does not get the memo. She
Girl.
comes over here, thinks she sees Penumbras,
Girl!
and just jumps up and down with enormous weight of force over here, trying to do damage to Penumbras is unsuccessful, but damages this stone circle significantly. Quinn, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to run forward towards the bakery.
Okay.
And then going to focus on what I saw Penumbra's be and focus on True Strike. So that I can hit that when it comes out
Okay.
with my Eldritch
Gotcha.
Finger Blasters.
Okay, cool. Is that your whole turn?
That's it?
Did you enter the bakery or you just ran outside?
You can't get all the way to enter the bakery.
Right outside.
So you don't
Okay.
fall into the grease.
Okay. Hydraulic Man comes up to you and says, "Hey, I don't know what's going on, but what's going on?"
Hi, my name's Kat.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Steve.
Shake my hand.
He shakes it.
Thank you. Penumbris, basically went inside the bakery and is possessing someone, but you guys can't keep damaging Little Tokyo. You're basically gonna level the entire area if you do that.
I heard you the first time. I understand, but people are in danger.
Yeah, but he's like a robber. He's not like a killer. It's much more effective to be smart about it rather than just punch shit. I would know. I punch shit for a living.
He says, "Look, I don't know what to tell you. We get orders. We follow them. And the order was to eliminate this target. Any means necessary. If that means destroying a couple buildings, I'm sorry, but when there's an escaped convict, every supervillain in this city thinks that they can just get away with anything."
I understand that you have to fight the supervillain and stop the bad guy, but you can either do it the easy way or do it the right way. And the right way is not destroying this area of town.
Give me a persuasion check.
A 19.
For a second he says, "Who do you think?" He pauses. "The right way, huh?"
Yeah, that was pretty good, right? I was pretty confident when I said that.
It's been a long time since I talked about the right way.
Is my cousin going to kiss that stranger?
I'm not gonna kiss everyone!
Right.
You hear very quietly, and then some voice in an earpiece. That's like speaking in his head. It's your turn.
It was nice to meet you, Steve.
He's not paying attention to you. He's listening to his earpiece.
She's still gonna say it. It's nice to meet you, Steve. Kat, I think before she runs, because she's gonna run up to the bakery too, I think she thinks it would be good to stay in contact with the New Angels outside of UAC. And I think she's going to very quickly give him her number in order to keep in contact.
Where's she going?
You don't know that Mira knows this.
That's true. She doesn't know that, but
Well, y'all do know Matt's my brother.
that's true. Actually,
Yeah.
Kat would think that, be like, well, I don't know if she would think that in the moment. She'd just be in
That's
urgency.
real.
40. I am 40 feet, so I can get pretty far.
You want to get into the bakery?
Yes.
Okay.
So you need to roll.
I get very
Dex
close to
save.
Trinity.
Okay. Give me a dex save.
I have an advantage on dex saves. Oh, sweet. That is modified 20.
Great. You don't slip on Grease. You also manage not to slip on Trinity, who is invisible
Hi, Trin!
right as you run in.
I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of
My dad.
Penumbris.
Wait, can you hit from that far?
Oh yeah, that was your whole move. And
Oh,
he's over
shit.
here.
Okay,
You
I just thought about because you're melee.
yeah, no
You
worries.
could throw that bat.
Yeah.
Could I try to throw the bat?
As an improvised range attack. You want to throw something? Yeah. Give me just a d20. You can add your dex mod.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
D20 with a dex mod, that's 12.
12. 12 is not going to hit.
I don't think she would throw her bat because that's very important to her. I think Kat would throw, like, I don't know. I think she would throw her phone.
Her own phone.
She has an otter case, which is really good at protecting phones.
This is not an
Yeah.
It's
we are
not an
sponsored.
advertisement, but I have that, and I have thrown my phone at stuff before.
You throw
and
it?
I think she would chuck it.
Give me a dex save.
And I have an advantage, right? That is 18.
18. Cool. You throw your phone. You manage not to break any glass and not cause more damage, but it also doesn't hit Mr. Lee.
She just runs in, throws her phone, goes, fuck! And then she's like,
Is that your turn?
yeah.
Okay. It is now Maverick's turn. So, Mira, you are on the ground right next to Wrecking Ball.
Well, yes, sure. Yes.
Did you fall?
No.
No, you didn't fall. Okay,
I
you're
am
standing
not-
next to her.
Yes, I'm not prone.
The two of you are also in this bakery. Quinn, you are just
Right
outside,
outside.
preparing to do cool stuff. You all hear from Wrecking Ball's earpiece a voice that is shouting, Now, you have the shock ticket now.
Whoa.
And you see a bright light directly overhead start to light up. I'll give you guys an opportunity to take an action now if you want to.
They're gonna blow up your bakery.
Yeah.
An action?
But we're all in there, and Mav's right above.
I'll give you the opportunity to basically do something right now if you want to.
They're gonna kill your fucking dad.
There's not just my dad in here, my mom's in here too.
Oh my god.
Where do we see the bright light from?
Directly above. You can only see it from the window, but you know it's coming from above, and you can see it's the same light that Maverick creates before using his laser vision.
I am going to pop outside the door
Okay.
and see Maverick preparing an attack.
Yes.
I am going to take out a little disc from my utility belt. It's got a little blue dot in the center. Chuck it at him. This is the Trinity particle.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It will. Let's see. Okay. You can affect a willing creature, or the creature must make a Constitution save.
Okay.
And this will shrink him to 1/2 his size and 1/8 of his weight.
Okay.
And deal -1d4 damage on any attacks that he
Okay.
does.
Con save. What's the DC?
17.
17. He fails. What do you say as you do this?
Sorry!
You throw something at Maverick and make him get smaller. Everyone around sees this, and the light diminishes.
I will run out, jump backwards, and fire a little finger bullet. I'll finger blast him, but not the normal finger blast.
At Maverick?
It comes out of my middle finger
Mav.
at Maverick.
Damn.
That's where the light's coming from, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And as it comes out, the molar will like twist and like almost get malleable, and when it hits, it'll spread around and cover the eyes and mouth.
What? You can do this?
It's counterspell.
Got it.
No clarification. Just like, I'm gonna do this.
Give me your roll.
I love you.
24.
24.
Girl.
You shoot out an entire finger blasts out of your arm. And as the finger flies, it grows its own set of spindly limbs.
Mess with the fingers, you get the toes!
The finger with toes latches itself onto Maverick's head, and he screams.
My gosh!
I'll open the floor to you two as well.
Do you want to go first?
My thought, I mean, I can see Kat, so I can talk to Kat about this.
This is going to be a kind of a snap decision here.
Okay. Because my thought was getting my dad out of here. And I'm not that strong, which is
I was
why.
planning to tackle him through the window, probably.
Oh, okay. No, genuinely? Okay, yeah, no.
Okay, I'll do that.
Go for it.
So you tackle him through the window, no roll necessary.
Sorry, Mr. Lee. I loved your baked goods, by the way.
On the ground, he's like, oh god, oh man, I got a headache. But last thing, Mira, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run outside. Probably through, it was through the door, right, that my dad flew through.
Mhm.
I'll probably run out the same door just to get outside.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I'm gonna probably look over to make sure he's okay, but knowing what we know, like penumbra damage doesn't do damage to civilians, I'm gonna look up at Maverick and be like, what the actual fuck are you doing, Maverick?
You say, what the actual fuck are you doing? He has bones on his face. He's been shrunken down. All of you have been punching civilians and attacking Maverick, and he rips the bones off his face. He looks down at you with, he's now your height, your size. He has bleary eyes. And he says, I don't know. And then you see him fall out of the sky and hit the roof. Kat, you hear in the earpiece that Wrecking Ball has that same voice say, fuck it. And Wrecking Ball drops to the ground, And then you see wrecking balls, the whole shape of him kind of and disappear.
What?
Um,
Does the same thing happen to Maverick?
yes. And all of the new angels disappear.
Girl.
And
What?
that is where we're going to end episode 2. Catch us next time to find out just what happened to the new angels and what will become of the cleanup crew.
Or you could
See you then. Oh,
you could tell us now.
oh no,
You
I'm
just
not doing
tell
that.
us.
No.
Your new heroes!
I'm so sweaty. We have to go. I have to pee like crazy.
Let's go!
Mira, why didn't you tell any of us that you are Maverick's sister, especially me, huh?
What do you mean, especially you? You said that you literally hacked into a system to find my fucking address!
And there's nothing more American than a milk stew.
You want to be a hero, right?
What's your passive perception?
Okay.
Remember?
Mav, guys, I think I saw him.
What do you do?
Baby barf.
Patrick!